Hey there, Wargamers, Justin our Painter, and today we're going to give you guys an update on my Neo-Mechanika miniatures. So for those of you guys who have been following me here on YouTube, as well as Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, things of that nature, you should know by now that Fireteam Press sent me some miniatures from their new Kickstarter game, Warcaster, Neo-Mechanika, and that is their kind of future for the universe of War Machine and Hordes. I think it's like 5,000 years in the future. But they sent me some miniatures from the Marcher Worlds, and unfortunately I've not been able to finish the minis, but I have gotten some progress on them, and we're going to showcase those today. Now, as of filming this, I think the Kickstarter ends today, or is already done, as this has gone up. Not sure exactly what day it is, so the Kickstarter's probably ended, but they got 400,000 plus, which is pretty good, I think. And unfortunately I won't be able to have the minis done before the Kickstarter was over, but given the climate of what's going on right now in the world, and work, and streams, and things of that nature, it's just so hard to get extra time to paint. Slight ramble slash tangent or just information here. I work 40 hours a week for Death Row Designs, and then I spend another 20 or so streaming and editing video footage, so finding extra time outside of those windows to do more painting on top of everything I'm doing to get stuff completed is very, very difficult, which is why you guys that support me here, in particular on Patreon, are helping me to adjust that slider, so to speak, so I can work a little bit less of my normal job and spend a little more time doing painting and video content. So, but it's going to be a long road, and we're trying to get to a point where I can do more of that. So. But on that note, I'll go ahead and spin this around, and we'll showcase what I have gotten to on the Marcher Worlds miniatures from the Neo-Mechanika game now. Alright, so first up here, let's start with the Weaver that they sent. I'll give you guys a quick update on where we are on this particular miniature. Now, this is the Weaver model from the Marcher Worlds, and it is the Adept Akan exclusive one, which, as you guys know by now, Adept Akan was canceled, but I still did get the exclusive miniature that they sent out. And I think it looks pretty cool, which you guys have seen this before. I think the only difference between this one and the normal one is I think it's got a head swap. I haven't looked super closely, but I feel like that was the only difference I remember noting. But currently we've got the airbrush work done and the washing, and she is ready for edge highlights. And that is where we currently got on this miniature. Not a lot of progress because this one was third in line for me to work on, and this is just where she currently got. Now, where I did make progress, however, on her was her face. Now, I'm not super pleased with exactly how it turned out. When you turn it from this angle, it looks pretty good. And from this angle, it looks pretty good, but from here, her eyes just kind of look a little odd to me. But considering how small this is, I've got something that might give you guys a pretty good indication of how small this mini is for reference. This is a thumbtack. That is her face. So, despite not being ultra happy with her eyeballs, I think given the size of the miniature here that I'm working on, I think that's pretty good. And it will mount right in here, so it looks something like that. Alright, so I think she's looking really, really good. I haven't gotten much progress in on the Dusk Wolf, which you guys may have seen on Twitch, but I really do like how this looks. As of this filming, I am a backer on Kickstarter at the $10 level just so I get access to the backer kit, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford to pick up any of the minis. Given the climate right now with the virus and stuff going on, it's just a little difficult to allocate funds, and because my normal job is in the entertainment industry, so to speak, I guess, kind of hobbies, whatever, we sell products for you miniature enthusiasts, we're going to be impacted pretty hard. So that can directly impact my hours, and I can't really let go of funds right now. So, but Handley, their marketing guy or PR guy, was in my stream, and he let me know that I'll probably have a couple of months of access to the backer kit. So if things die down and I have the funds, I'll be able to pick up some minis. But the Marcher Worlds is what I like the most from what they currently offer, and I love the Warjack. The Dusk Wolf here is super cool. I'm excited about the alternate sculpt, and really excited about the heavy Warjack variant that Marcher Worlds is getting. It's super cool. So this is where we are on this guy. I still need to do more edge highlighting on them. These were just test areas late at night to get the scheme down. So we need to hit them with the rest of the edge highlights, hit them with this little scratch marks and stuff, weather them up a little bit, get the metallics and all the other details plugged in, and get those little hazard stripes on his hoses, and get some glows in here on these little, I guess this is this little arc node or something like that. Get the little blue glow in those, and get them ready for the tabletop. So I think he's looking pretty cool. I really like it. But the crown jewel of what I've been working on is the Fireteam Member. This is where we've got the most progress in so far. You can see the edge highlights and the airbrush work we've got down on his beige armor. I got his pants. I was getting ready to call them slacks. I guess that would be correct too. But we got his pants done in kind of a denim color. I really liked the gray, but it almost has a gray-blue color, which I like. The brown here on the pouches was just to get proof of concept down. I still need to fill in all the other brown pouches, wash them, edge highlight them, and bring them up. But I think that brown contrasts really well with that blue-gray and the beige. I was worried about doing beige pants that are tinted a little bit more brown than the armor, and I felt like it would just be too much. So having the blue-gray with the brown and the beige, I think is perfect. It's a really good choice, and I really like the green on his kind of cloak here. And that is what I was working on this past Sunday on stream. I was working on this guy in particular, focusing a lot of detail time on the cloak. Next up, I think, again, it's going to be finish up those pouches, getting those detailed, getting some of the small details in here done. Pipe, or little hose here, has the stripes going down, going to be cool. Little glow on his little arc dealio. And then I think we're going to do his gloves black. I think leather would have looked cool too, but I feel like this being brown, pouches being brown, and brown all over them at that point, I think that the gloves being a different color is going to really pop. So I'm going to do the gloves black, get a little bit of flesh on his fingers and his face, and then I think he's going to be coming together really quickly. And at that point, might be ready for some basing and the tabletop. So really liking how this guy looks. If you guys are not currently following Fireteam Press, make sure you check them out. Check out their new game. You will have missed the opportunity to jump in on the Kickstarter thus far, but be on the lookout. This miniatures game is coming, and from what I've gathered, there's nothing particularly exclusive about the Kickstarter other than maybe getting a discount and getting some minis slightly earlier, maybe. I know that one of their focal points was not to have crazy Kickstarter exclusives, so people felt like they missed out. That's a great way to reward people who are getting into a game, but it's also a way to make people shy away if they missed the Kickstarter or didn't even know about it. Then when they get into it, they kind of feel like they were left out. So it's a catch-22 of sorts, but I think this is really good given how often they're going to try and run Kickstarters to update the game. Not having those exclusives, I think, was actually a good move to make everyone feel like they're on an even playing field. And I can't speak to what they'll do, but if you are interested in some exclusive alternate scopes and stuff, I would look to their mini crate stuff to find those exclusives. That's where they do all the stuff for their Legend of the Five Rings and War Machine and Hordes exclusive scopes that you can only get there. And I feel like that's been received pretty well. So maybe we'll see some cool Marcher Worlds and what are the other ones? Iron Star Alliance, and then whatever the bad guys are called, the Continuum, something or other. That was at least my least favorite because it looked like bad guys. But maybe you'll see some miniatures from the three factions from Neo-Mechanika, Warcaster Neo-Mechanika, up on the mini crate at some point. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But on that note, folks, I think that's going to do it for our update for today on these miniatures. That'll give you kind of a brief look at where I've gotten to on them so far and where we're going to try and go as I get the time. So what do you guys think of these miniatures? Are you a Kickstarter backer? Have you taken a look? Are you following? Or are you stuck in your ways and you're more interested in War Machine and Hordes? Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments below. I'm of both worlds. I think the miniatures look cool, but War Machine and Hordes has a special place in my heart. As a fan of Infinity and Warhammer 40k, those have a specific aesthetic that I like. War Machine has that aesthetic I like as well. So you have the Infinity at the high sci-fi, high-tech stuff, 40k in the grim, dark, techie universe, kind of. War Machine's the other direction. It's like steampunk meets sci-fi, and I love it. Neo-Mechanika is kind of in between. It's like some of the aesthetics from War Machine mixed with like high-tech sci-fi cyberpunk smashed together in a blender, and out has come Warcaster Neo-Mechanika. I think the miniatures look cool. I just really hope that War Machine doesn't get left by the wayside, because I love that aesthetic as well. So, but I posed that question off to you guys. What do you think? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and get a conversation going. If you guys enjoyed this video, I encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button, ding the little bell so you get alerts when I put up new content, and make sure you like this video. If you'd like to be a super supporter, I encourage you guys to check out my Patreon page. All your contributions over there, however large or small, do help to push this engine forward and help the content continue to flow. And if you want to go a step further, maybe pick up some hobby supplies, terrain, stencils, things like that for your tabletop, make sure you check out deathresigns.com. Coupon code GETAMPED10 will save you 10%, and a portion of those proceeds will come back to me in the form of a bonus, which will also help support what I do and help pay bills, which paying bills is good. On that note, folks, we're going to sign off today. As always, keep painting those models, keep rolling those dice, be safe out there, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.